everybody, welcome to a new edition of El Magnifico at the movies, and this time, finally, I know you have the choice of watching other movie reviews, so thank you for doing this, and finally, I found the time to go see the new Lion King, so this is my review of 2019's The Lion King. So, this is a quote-unquote live-action movie. It's not really live action because it's still done with computer animation. It's done with computer graphics, CGI. It's just photorealistic. It looks like the animals are real. In fact, it looks so real that it's possible that you might think that you're watching like a nature documentary. However, the animals do speak, and it's the same story as the previous version, the animated version of The Lion King. It's still the same story, still based on Hamlet. I have to tell you this. From the very beginning, I've said, now granted, probably not on camera, and maybe I should start pointing things out like this on camera so that, there's a record of it. I was one of the first few people that when the first few trailers came out, I was like, it's not the same. It just looks like animals, which is what it is. It's why it's so photorealistic that it's like watching animals. And Timon and Pumbaa, as you see here, the animation gives them personality, gives them emotions. It shows their emotion in exaggerated cartoon fashion. Big eyes, big mouth, but you can tell when they're sad, when they're smiling, when they're angry, when they're afraid, and all that kind of stuff. This movie, this new version, it's just like watching real animals. When you see Timon and Pumbaa, is essentially a cute little meerkat on top of a very ugly warthog. The animation Pumbaa is so much cuter than a real looking warthog. Anyways, so from the beginning I thought that was going to be a problem. But it's a huge problem that is going to take a little bit from my final score. However, everything else is done fantastic because it's photorealistic. It looks incredible. That opening scene with all the animals, which is one of the very few aspects in the original cartoon that they tried to do like it was real. So, but this time it does look like it's real animals. It's awesome. It's fantastic. The voice acting. They got Seth Rogen to do Pumbaa and Billy Eichner to do Timon, and they did a fantastic job. In fact, they have some of the newest lines. John Oliver, Zazu, also has some new lines, and they were awesome. They were fantastic. The other thing I did like about this version is that they made the hyenas more menacing because, again, photorealistic. Hyenas are scary looking, man. Yeah, so that was great. The songs, some of the songs are still there. Of course, from the big opening, that song is there. Can't Wait to Be a King, it's also there. And I like the alterations that they did there because, again, it's photorealistic. They cannot have a pyramid of animals like in the original cartoon, but it worked for what they did. I like some of the extended aspects. They kind of explain how Nala finds. Well, they don't explain how Nala finds Simba. No, they explain how she gets away so that she can go look for help, and thus finding Simba. So that part was really good. Of course, they got Beyonce to do the voice of Nala, the adult Nala. So she does have a new song in it. And I think it was okay. I mean, it was no Tim Rice, Elton John collaboration wonderful, but it's okay. And they used it in an appropriate fashion. I thought it was okay. One of the aspects that where they missed a little bit. And granted, and hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. I always have trouble pronouncing his name. Voicing Scar this time around. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it, sir. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. he is a great actor. He plays villains in a very incredible way. He's a fantastic actor. However, Jeremy Irons is a tough act to follow. Kind of like how Will Smith was his own version of the genie following Robin Williams. This was, unfortunately, one of those cases in which great actor kind of fell short because Jeremy Irons did it so well. And the animation did a lot of things great. The dramatic pauses during the stampede, and you see the close-up into Simba's scared face. That was done better in the animation. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen The Lion King from the cartoon or this one, there's a death that happened. That was done also better in the animation. Again, because of the limitation of making it photorealistic, one of the good parts that was missing in this version that the original did better is when Scar finally confesses, and you see the realization in Simba's face. That was done better in the animation. In this one, it's just a lion that just slightly opens his eyes a little bigger. So again, that was better in the animation. Things that this version did better, I already mentioned a few. Nala's, that was done better. Zazu, even though some comedic moments from the original are missing from Zazu, I think that, this time around, instead of him being kind of like incarcerated during Scar's reign, he is still serving Sarabi as the providing news of what's going on. So I think I like that a little bit better in this version. Aside from that, a few. I mentioned the songs, and be prepared. It's different. Somebody said it was butchered and kind of ruined it. I thought it was okay for what it was. Again, Chiwetel Ejiofor, that's great, but Jeremy Irons did it better. There's nothing I can say about that. Sorry. So overall, there's things that the cartoon did better. Some things that this version did better. It's essentially a shot-for-shot movie or remake, just made photorealistic, and it looks fantastic. I have to say, there's no denying it looks fantastic. So overall, just because a few things the cartoon does better, and it's essentially the same shot-for-shot story, I'm just going to give this version of The Lion King just one thumb up. It's still great. I still recommend that you go see it in theaters, and it's gonna get 3 stars, 3 out of 5. So that's it. I'm sure you've seen it because it's the #1 movie in the country right now. So if you've seen it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Do you agree with me on my views? Let's have a conversation about it. So that's it for this review. Again, just one thumb up and 3 out of 5 stars. If you like this review, please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when other reviews go up. Check out my review of Stuber, and all my other movie reviews. Though links are gonna be down below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DL Magnifico. And until next time, may God bless you all. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Ciao.